Lastly, major drop. Drake 21 Savage, Her Loss, 16 record collaborative project, sole feature, Travis Scott. It was originally supposed to come out last week. It was pushed back. And then they had the really fun rollout. I got duped by the Tiny Desk. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, yo, these niggas doing a Tiny Desk? Oh shit.
No, I'm not gonna lie, I did too. I can't even lie. I can't even front. I definitely got duped. I thought the rollout was sick though.
Oh, it was funny as hell. It was literally like spoofing a traditional rollout and what all these other artists have to do. Like I thought, and Drake's funny. Like Drake loves doing shit like that. So I thought it was really well executed. That, the Vogue magazine, the Howard Stern shit. So I thought that was fantastic. But the music itself, man. He's him. Like Drake is him. Like
Drake is always gonna be him though. I feel like, and then 21 Savage, like people really sleep on 21 for real.
Yeah.
Like 21 has always been that guy. Yeah. 21's one of my favorite, like all-time favorite rappers.
He's dope.
So yeah, Drake is always gonna be Drake, but like 21 slides all the time. And I think this was really, I'm glad that he was able to collaborate with Drake because then more people can really pay attention to like 21 being like being able to control a pop, quote unquote, pop rap crowd as well.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think 21 is, this iteration of him is the best that he's been since I've been listening to him in 2016. I think he can still get better, and he will get better because he's got people around him that encourage him to get better. Future, Drake, all the artists he works with, Cole, he has a good relationship with Cole. But I think this project with Drake taking lead allowed 21 to try different things. Like, the melodies and the crooning and all that stuff. And like he's done it before, but I think working with Drake and the producers and 40 mixing and Noel and all them, like it sounds really polished for 21, which is great. Drake is obviously rapping at a really high level. He had like 4 solo songs for himself. And then one of the things I loved the most is when the track list came out and we saw 3 a.m. in Glenwood, we assumed it was going to be a Drake timestamp record. Him letting 21 do that essentially was like him giving the keys to 21. Like, yo, like you're next up and, I want to see what you can do with this. And like, he even like, it was almost like him paying homage to Drake as well. Like the way he was rapping, the beat, like it sounds like a typical Drake, like Drake rap, backpack rappy type record.
Yeah.
But I think he really did his thing there. I would say my favorite songs are Spin About You, Major Distribution, and Circo Loco. Circo Loco, we're going to get into extended Patreon discussion with Six. So if y'all are not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to that. We're only talking about the music here. If you want to hear about all the controversy, we will get into that.
Yeah.
But I thought, especially sampling Daft Punk one more time on Circo Loco. And
I was just talking to Claw about that because Claw was like, oh, it's going to go crazy in Greece. And I'm like, because
it's going to go crazy with the white people. It's going to go crazy everywhere. Like that's outside music. They made outside music. They made crooning stuff, Hours in Silence, Spin About You, Treacherous Twin, like, and then they gave you like the hard gritty raps. Drake was like really talking his shit too, like throwing subs at Serena's husband.
Oh my God, I don't know what was. I guess that's the whole point of the freaking project. Is it's called Her Loss.
It was a very toxic. It was a very, very toxic project, and I mean, he's really embracing the villain role.
His villain era.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, please.
Oh my God.
he gave up the soft life. Now he's in his villain era. But
I feel like he's been a soft villain this whole time though.
For sure. I mean, he's been pushed to be that. Like you think about Scorpion before that when he had to drop Duppy Freestyle, the whole Push Ye stuff. 2015 with the Meek stuff. Like when the demon gets brought out, he's gonna bring it out. And this project, he had a lot of shit to say, especially I think after Honestly Nevermind dropped. And people responded to that negatively because they want Drake to take risks, then he takes a risk. They're like, oh no, but don't do it that way. And it's
I
just
hated
weird.
That feedback though.
Yeah, like it was lame. That's good music, like objectively good music. And so I think with this, and it was so genius them putting Jimmy Cooks on that project because when I heard it, I was like, okay, Drake is putting a rap track on here because he probably knows like they don't want house music. Like give them one rap song.
Blame me.
And then you think about that, them putting the video out and then promoting Her Loss through the Jimmy Cooks video coming out like 4 months later. It's like, oh, I see what y'all did. It was it was genius. But I mean, overall, I really enjoy Her Loss. I think Drake did his thing. I think 21 did his thing. I know people are complaining that they would have wanted more 21 here. I think that he did like a really good job fitting into where he was needed. My boy Cam posted a meme like Steph Curry and Draymond Green saying 21 is Draymond Green, and people were taking offense to it. It's like Draymond Green brings the best out of Steph Curry.
Yeah.
And if you look at Drake and 21's previous collaborations, Sneaking, Mr. Right Now, Knife Talk, Jimmy Cooks, like they perform well together. But it's usually Drake taking the lead. Or aside from Knife Talk, I think 21 shined there. But like they work really well together. So I'm really enjoying this project. I've been listening to it nonstop. It's going to make me adjust my top 10 list, which I already made. I was like, I don't know if anything is going to come out this year that's going to change my list. My list is pretty solid already. Okay. But the way this is sounding, I think I'm going to have to get it on there. Okay. So we'll see how I have to shuffle that around.
Yeah.
But yeah, that is our chat.